massive contributor to Arsenal's North London United football sessions. But there's the star of the show, the trophy for which the establishment club has hungered. And here is the man who has brought them it. They've got super Mick Arteta. He has known exactly what they need. The 8th different man to lead Arsenal to the title. The first manager ever to win a Premier League with the club for which he played. The work not of 1 year but of 6 years and more through self-doubt and sometimes ridicule. He arrived into unrest and uncertainty on the cusp of COVID. He has built to this moment, remarkably driven, unshakable.
Yeah, no matter who you speak to, talks. What a brilliant coach Mikel Arteta is, got the ability to improve players. He's admitted himself he's had to adjust at times this season to get the very best out of his players, to get the job done.
But of course the coach is only ever as good as his players. And here are some very good players. It is done. He cracked it. That is an embrace for Manu Mecha. A very special moment for the manager and for the gentleman, an ambassador for the team who has become a role model for others with Down syndrome. He was with the players ahead of the Burnley game last Monday. He loves Arsenal, Arsenal loves him, and Mikel Arteta is first onto the podium. Behind him, Marley Salmon, who was on the bench today, a young and very promising right full-back. Setford, the goalkeeper, but this is the goalkeeper. David Raya, 3 consecutive Golden Gloves, now a gold medal to go with them. That save from Matheus Fernandes at West Ham. Piero Hincapié, borrowed from the Bundesliga. They will want him to stay Arsenal's Player of the Month for February and April. Just about every minute that matters.
No, he hasn't missed much this season, but he missed his medal there, Gabriel. But what a campaign he's had.
Kepa got involved today and made a bigger save. Christian Mosquera, born in the summer of 2004, a month after Arsenal were last crowned. Ricardo Calafiori, the man who got it all started with that header from inches out on the opening day at Old Trafford. That's what he came for. Another stop-start season, but of the 9 league games he started, Arsenal kept 6 clean sheets. Lewis Skelly, amazingly, as the season reached its climax, he reappeared, and to extraordinary effect.
Yeah, you thought he was on his way at the end of the campaign, didn't you? Because there were about 3 left-backs ahead of him, but what he gave in midfield, you hope he stays.
Christian Norgard, a selfless part of the squad. And this year, to save them from tears, they gave it to Zubimendi. Remember the sumptuous volley that set him on his way against Forest in September. The youngest Premier League champion there has ever been. Max Dowman, GCSEs this week, and now this. And Everton are still running after him. Perhaps his was the moment of the season.
Fans love this fella, Leo Trossard. He steps to the fore when they need him. He's had a terrific campaign.
The winner at West Ham when things were getting twitchy. He steps up when things are a bit clutch. Viktor Gyökeres, 21-goal debut season, twice a Portuguese champion and now an English champion. Behind the mask, a bristling, muscular centre-forward for the Gunners. And ultimately, it was Kai Havertz with the monstrous leap against Burnley last Monday, which was the moment that won it. Gabriel Martinelli, just one Premier League goal, but possibly the most important of them all. How different things might have been had he not come off the bench to lob Donnarumma in stoppage time 35 weeks ago. Gabby Jesus, now a five-time Premier League champion, his first one in these colours. His season only began at Christmas. It ended with a goal and a medal. Unveiled in jeans and a smile, Eberechi won them over at once and then scored 5 against Tottenham. Thereafter, he is more or less immortal. They got him half price. Declan Rice, 1,000 immaculate in-swinging corners, those goals at Bournemouth, the leader by example, the model pro is a champion.
Oh, the loudest cheers so far, they recognise what he's given week in, week out. 10 week in, week out.
In himself a reason to love the game. Humble, brilliant, a beaming point of difference, and still just 24. So much more ahead of him. That smile. For Jurrien Timber, that he should miss the run-in has been cruel, that he might make Budapest is potentially critical. His class at full-back and his winner against Chelsea will not be forgotten. Mikel Merino back at the end, but he has contributed plenty before today, not least the headers to equalise at Newcastle and against Chelsea. For the Premier League, a third different champion in 3 seasons. Title-winning Arsenal captains, a line of succession that led to McClintock, Adams, Vieira, and now Merton Odegaard. Second, and now first. More than 2 decades since the last time. For the 14th time in their history. For the 4th time in the Premier League era.
Well, they've got a lot of leaders in this team. Martin Odegaard certainly leads by example. Heavy old trophy.
He has hold of it. In 2026, the champions are the Arsenal. To come again next week, perhaps glory again, perhaps groundbreaking Arsenal history on a European stage. But right now, for this generation of Gunners, this is their sweetest day. Congratulations to Arsenal. Good luck in Budapest. Arsenal, the champions.
Peter, thank you very much. Ian Wright, what a moment. You lived every second of that.
That was amazing. I filmed it all, man. I just showed everyone. Honestly, this is so special, honestly, with what we've been through the last 3 seasons, 4 seasons, I've got to say now. Just to see some of those guys go up, you know, the personal kind of contact I got with some of these guys, just seeing them and how emotional they are. This is I'm so happy for them, so happy for the whole of Arsenal.
They came so close, Ian. 3 times they were knocking on the door. What was different about this team?
I think that we built the squad. The squad was better. Whatever people say about Noni Madueke, we needed someone like him to come in and give Bukayo Saka the kind of rest that he's needed. Whatever they feel about how well Noni's played or how well he hasn't played, the fact is he's given us the capability of resting someone like Saka.
And I guess you'd say there's been a Madueke in pretty much every position in this team this season.
People that's come in and they've done well, and that's what we needed in a good squad.
At the back,
Exactly.
Miles Lewis-Skelly coming in with cameos, Max Dellman off the bench.
Honestly, someone like Miles Lewis-Skelly, you know, the trajectory he's been on, and then all of a sudden he's out of it. But then Mikel, he had him training for 4 months as a midfielder. Everybody's saying, what's happening? Why isn't he playing him? Why isn't he playing him? He was saving him for when he needed him, and he came in and done the business.
Was this a squad victory, Micah?
Yes, I think it was. I think for all the players, the manager as well, and the backroom staff as well, they was excellent. But in terms of Arsenal, why I think it's so good for them is because they've been up against the great Pep. And yes, Pep over the last 2 seasons has not been at the level, but Arteta, that man who just, I mean, it was like he wanted it so much, and now he's got his moment.
That's brilliant.
We've seen one version of Mikel Arteta pretty much over the last 4 years. Very serious, Jamie, very intense. Isn't it great to see him now with the trophy in his hands?
Absolutely, he's had to suffer. He really has. There's been question marks every single season. Is he the man to take this Arsenal team to a title? Absolutely, yes he is, because he stood there with that trophy in his hand, put so much effort into it, and he is now a winner. And I think, you know, he spoke this week about his family and everything they've had to sacrifice, and the moments and the heartache. And now it all feels worthwhile. And now I'm so pleased for him and all the players and the backroom staff, and they deserve this moment. Over the last few years, the points they've accumulated has been absolutely fantastic.
Did you ever doubt the manager, Ian?
Never doubted him. I remember when he came in, never doubted him. I remember saying it on Match of the Day, he's the person to come in and get these guys going, because I know the own faith in him. They have faith in all the managers that have got in their franchises, and all of their franchises have been successful because they've got young managers, they've back, and they've backed him, and he's gone through it, and he's come through it, and now we're champions.
That's a lot of, I have to be honest, I wasn't always sure. I remember they lost the game at Brentford on a Friday night, and there was so much pressure.
The only game of the season a couple of years ago.
Absolutely, I remember, okay, they got a hold well, because it's been proved so right, and it has been a great acquisition. You know, they've got the right man, players respect him, he's obviously learnt a lot from Pep, and the emotion he'll feel right now, the joy, and they've still got another cup to look forward to. This is just a starter right here.
Absolutely, fingers crossed.
Well, absolutely, but then you look at as an example of the quality of players they were able to bring in last summer, and that was evidence of a club backing a manager.
Well, yeah, it is, and you know, we got so close, and I don't know what more Mikel could have done. They've given him everything that he's needed to do. All it was about was him getting the right players and playing them at the right times, and just giving them the freedom to go and play.
Singing your song here.
This is our song.
Such special moments for Arsenal here, for Josh Kroenke, the man who showed him that faith, and for this squad of players put together that find the rest and finish top of the pile. This is not done, not by a long stretch. Arsenal the champions. They've got their hands on the trophy, and we'll bring you live reaction from some of those players and the manager next.